Hello, Raj. Good to see you at MWC. How's it been so far?
Very busy, but very nice. Thank you.
So let me dive in. How do you see the topic of the day, Gen AI disrupting tech and telco companies from what you're seeing?
So I think the generative AI, as you know, if everyone is using ChatGPT, what telcos can do with generative AI is one is that they can change the customer service experience. We all use chatbot with our cable provider or service provider, but it doesn't really work very well. Generative AI makes it real. So I think there's also a lot of efficiency they can get out of that. The second, in terms of how they interact with the network, they can change it completely because many telcos are coming to the place where their older age workforce is going to retire and new people coming with new skills expect generative AI. So now rather than using scripts to configure your network, you could use generative AI, like just talk to the network and say, do this for me. It will do it. So that's the other second part that's very important.
And actually, I agree because we, for example, just building on one of your examples, customer service, we're now seeing the results and the impact at scale, both from a cost but also more personalized experience, plus helping the call center, assistance, but also just in terms of revenue, right? Having more personalized offers and so on. Maybe if I switch gears, do you see any challenges in getting value from AI and Gen AI as companies embark on this journey?
But it's still little early, so I think the expectations are high. What we have done in our company, I can tell you, for employee experience, we are trying to revolutionize that by changing HR, IT, help desk to use generative AI. So I am already finding that the employees love it. If I have a simple question about how much do I get to contribute to 401k, it gives a very nice detailed reply and then some links to web pages to search through. So there, I think there's a value ROI. Now, if you start looking at the ROI from productivity perspective, it's going to vary according to the function. If you're a software developer, it's definitely very useful. We have seen 20 to 30% productivity improvement. Does that mean you reduce the number of developers? I don't think so. You can get more out of the people. So I think that sort of thinking also has to go in.
Yeah, and I agree with you that it needs to be in the context. Like, when the headlines came out on software development, the numbers were just, off the charts. And when you actually deploy it, there is value, as you said, but, you really have to be nuanced and how much and how then you capture it
And
and
also
use it.
focus on people getting more productive and happy because employee experience is important nowadays. Gen Z and whatever the next gen is, they care about experience.
Well said. Very well said, Raj. Maybe to end off the conversation, what excites you the most on
I,
AI or Gen AI?
I think for me personally, what excites the most is that as a networking company, we are going to change the way we deliver the products. Because for a long time, we have been stuck in the past with simpler interfaces and command line and all. Now you can talk to the network, you can improve the operational experience. And we are beginning to see that already. We are beginning to see that with Wi Fi. At home, you can starting to see that how you interact with your Nest and other devices. So that's the exciting part.
Well, I look forward to that and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.